From the Supreme Court of the Philippines, here's the latest.
The Supreme Court en banc on Tuesday, November 4, 2025, issued a status quo ante order in the case filed by Susan Areno Yap Sulit challenging the COMELEC resolution dated October 22, 2025, which disqualified her as mayor of Tarlac City. The status quo ante order restores the situation of the parties prior to the issuance of the COMELEC en banc resolution disqualifying Yap Sulit, while the Supreme Court resolves the case. The SC also directed the respondents to file their comment on the petition within 10 days. Amado de Leon and J.R. Capulong Navarro had sought to disqualify Yap Sulit for allegedly not meeting the one-year residency requirement in Tarlac City before the 2025 elections. The COMELEC's second division earlier dismissed the petition, allowing Yap Sulit to run and be proclaimed as Tarlac City Mayor. However, on October 22, 2025, the COMELEC en banc reversed the second division's ruling and ordered her disqualification, prompting Yap Sulit to elevate the case to the SC. Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo on Tuesday administered the oath of office to the newly appointed Associate Justices of the Court of Appeals in Sandiganbayan at the Supreme Court Session Hall in Manila. Taking their oaths were CA Associate Justices Robert Victor Marcon and Snooki Maria Ana Sagayo, and Sandiganbayan Associate Justices Fritz Bryn Anthony de los Santos and Hans Chester Nocom, who were appointed on September 23, 2025. The ceremony was attended by SC Senior Associate Justice Marvic MBF Leonin and Associate Justices Alfredo Benjamin Caguiwa, Ramon Paul Hernando, Henry John Paul Inting, Rodil Zalameda, Samuel Garlan, Japar de Maampao, Jose Mayres Marquez, and Raul Villanueva. Chief Justice Gesmundo welcomed the new members of the judiciary's higher ranks, emphasizing the vital role they will play in upholding the rule of law, promoting justice, and strengthening public trust in the courts. The Supreme Court has upheld the disallowance of funds intended for socio-economic programs of Surigao del Norte's Mamanwa Tribes, but were instead used by the Regional Office of the National Commission on Indigenous Peoples, or NCIP, for its operating expenses. In a decision written by Associate Justice Mario Lopez before his retirement, the SC en banc upheld the disallowances, stressing that trust funds held by any government agency must be spent only for the specific purpose for which the trust was created, as provided under Presidential Decree No. 1445 or the Government Auditing Code of the Philippines. In upholding the disallowances, the SC said that the financial assistance constitutes a trust fund, as expressly stated in the Memorandum of Agreement. The disbursements came from a trust account created exclusively for socio-economic projects benefiting the IPs or ICCs of Surigao del Norte. Therefore, using the funds for NCIP Region 13's operating expenses, such as rent, equipment purchases, maintenance, communication, and supplies, violated the law. The Supreme Court has ruled that a candidate's low vote count in past elections does not automatically make them a nuisance candidate in future elections. In a decision written by Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo, the SC en banc annulled the November 29, 2024 resolutions of the COMELEC, which canceled the certificate of candidacy of Subair Ginto Mustafa in the 2025 senatorial elections. The COMELEC Law Department moved to declare him a nuisance candidate, arguing that his candidacy was primarily a distraction, especially since he received only 5,387 votes, or just 2.01% of the total votes for the Lanao del Sur representative seat in the 2022 elections. The SC warned that if the COMELEC could declare someone a nuisance candidate simply because of low votes in past elections or perceived inability to win, it would be exercising a power reserved for voters on Election Day. The SC noted Mustafa submitted evidence to show his genuine intent, such as his membership in the Workers' and Peasants' Party, a recognized and accredited national political party with various policies on labor and other social justice causes. While the SC recognized the efforts of the COMELEC to weed out nuisance candidates, it reminded the poll body to exercise caution and avoid using grounds already ruled as invalid by the court, such as lack of financial capacity to mount a national campaign or perceived unpopularity.
You are now up to date with the Philippine Supreme Court. I am Tiffany Double Tran, Supreme Court Information Officer.